Hello and welcome back to Avowed. So here we are in Tulski. Been going around a bit, talking to some peeps, seeing the place. And yeah, not a lot of them like us as you would imagine. We're an outsider.
How delightful! If you all turned around, I'd be tempted.
The very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. A word, please.
Hi.
Raluca told me we have you to thank for getting the waters flowing once more. It's regrettable that the Delamgan is so territorial. Imagine what we could learn from the ruins she guards. But at least we will have water. Take this. Even with the Delamgan restricting our access, a working aqueduct is invaluable. Thank you again for your help. Perhaps whatever blessed Nandru truly does live in you.
Suppose we could have talked to you before and you would have talked about that place and given us a quest maybe or something. I wonder if this was changed as well, if there's no water here or something maybe.
Imagine the chance to see godless engineering.
That happens sometimes. You finish a quest before you get to the quest giver. I mean, they weren't really the quest giver. I mean, we found the place and, you know, the Delm gang gave us the quest, I guess. Essentially. Didn't go down here, did I?
I think Abidon and Magra never kiss. They both like fire, after all.
I feel like a shrine of Avowed
Okay.
among the forges of solace, Travis.
The outsiders.
Keep getting interrupted by people here. Like, is that common before? Because I feel like my companions get interrupted way more often here than they have in other places. Maybe I'm just going too far ahead. Well, yeah. Anyway,
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about. I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
nothing to apologize for. A clean force would be very strange. Having trouble being heard? What is your role here?
I suppose it would. We just don't get many outsiders down here. Ever. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away. The council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too.
Congratulations on Nora. You don't sound pleased with the job. Sorry to hear about the old. Oh, yep, right. Sorry to hear about the old master.
I enjoy it just fine. It's just that I was the best smith we had when Master Tassa died. So, naturally, I got pulled out of smithing and into management. Not sure when I'll touch a hammer again. But that's beside the point. What can I do for you?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it, does it? But, yeah. Looks like you take your inspiration from the Shrine Tabernacle. Where are you getting materials? Where's we going?
I know. A shrine to Abidon in a forge. How unique. What can I do for you?
Where are you getting your
We
materials?
have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Mock all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries.
Why were your mines abandoned?
Like most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The council thought it best to close them down. Council of Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon.
What do you got? Feet and conviction. Heavy armor. It's It's better damage reduction, but everything else is worse. But again, we have upgraded our armor, so that might just be, you know, that sort of thing. So it says slowly regenerate essence. You and your companions receive 4% damage reduction. Not terrible, but I don't know. Still feel like what I have is fine, and you know, yeah. 81,000 is also a bit of cash, admittedly. You know, I have the money, but you know, still I don't feel that much in need of it. I'll buy this though. Anyway, I'll eat the flavor. Being awarded with this armor is one of the greatest honors that a soldier of the Demon Empire can receive. To even be considered for this, a soldier must have consistently shown unwavering faith in Bodega and vast devotion to the Empire and all of its people. This is not enough for a recipient of this armor. This is not enough. For a recipient of this armor must also have proven themselves to be a strong leader, a peerless warrior, and willing to sacrifice everything in the name of Adia. How this esteemed plate made its way to Solace Keep is mystery. Mystery indeed. Anything else? Got some lockpicks. Got some. Oh, you got a unique gauntlet thing. Minus cost while blocking. Okay, well, immediately I'm not gonna bother even. Yeah, hit steal, 5% bonus fire damage. Which is not bad, but again, I'm not gonna be blocking, so. Long ago, these gauntlets were worn by an Abaddon-worshipping warden paladin that dedicated her life to defending and preserving the numerous Barbarian edifices, whatever, that dotted the face of the Calaman Tusk. Her answer to most problems was simply to smite her enemies with holy fire, repeating as often as needed to make said problems go away. Her seal lives on through these gauntlets, with the wielder's own weapons, with a small sliver of this fire. Get that, some of this, bit of that, some of this. There we go. Got a few things I picked up, I guess. I was gonna break this down, I guess. I'm not gonna, sell that. Okay. Forge Master's orders. This notice is written in intense, angry handwriting on a piece of smudged charred parchment. To all who serve in the Forge, I understand you think I am unworthy of this position, but by decree of the Council of Solace and our hollow traditions, I am your Forge Master, and you shall all treat me as such. For example, no more leaving station unkempt, no more slaving as in my direction, no more stealing of rations, no more using the Forge fire to cook meat, no more hilarious effigies. No more use of the term God's Master to refer to my eating habits. No more flicking slag at me and then acting like you did nothing. Truly, I notice you. No more swapping my fencing all out for deadly acid. No more patting me on my head instead of saying yes, Force Master. Wow. You do that? I expect this guidance to be followed to the letter. Last commandant, hear my complaint herself. Force Master Della. Sorry, man. That's rough. You get a position you don't really want, and then this happens to you. No wonder you're not feeling it. I'm gonna take whatever this says, though. You don't mind, do you? Clearly not. Okay. Well, that's the forge. Thing up and everywhere now. I think there's another up. This is just where we came from, right? Yeah. Unless I didn't go left up, maybe? Did I not go this way, maybe? I forgot. Might not have. Oh, that's why you were. Okay, we went all the way around. Got it. Okay. So, I guess we're ready to go in here. Okay, didn't know if opening the door was gonna stop the conversation. Yeah, I think it might have. Hi, I'm just gonna look around first. Don't mind. That's what I do. Writing of Serena the Third. Oh, is this the third writing? I'm not sure. Whatever. I'm grateful to Levo for playing the salad. He draws in all the mean little rhetorical fights, so I can focus on the work. But must he preach from Eugen's walk? Should Andrew's living word be living out in a killing pit? Of course, Levo denies Andrew's divine inspiration. Levo claims I have as much claim to Lee Solis as Andrew ever did, and that the new law is whatever I decide it must be. Does he actually believe it, or is he playing the firebrand so I can appear to timber him? There's a terrible danger in turning away from the tablets. They were the wellspring of power in Solis, and whoever controlled their interpretation controlled our course. But the tablets themselves are fixed, unchanging, objective. That rigidity, whatever, was killing us, just as it would shatter bad steel. But it also limited the council to narrow walls. Now that the living word lives in us, it can be turned to anyone's ambition. We are shooting terrible rabbits, with civil war on one side and a slow rule on the other. I must change Denver's words to guide Solis forward, and to bury the secrets of our founder's past. Then I must hurl that changed word as far into history as I can. I must fix it all as tradition, and embed the source of that tradition deep in the past, where no craven counselor can reach it. So let Levo preach from the very crack of doom. Let him be the last voice before the plunge into acid. Give Serena her power, and we will all die. May they believe in their hearts. I pray to Bodega, they never wonder why I am so set on dismissing Nendra's writings. Sorry. Got something in my throat. Oh god. There is a source to this land's madness. There is something alien here that must now be released. Torn page from a journal. Yellow piece of paper muddled with water stains. It is written in cautious, sprawling cursive. Most of it is unintelligible, but a few lines are legible. I'm done. Draw a spear for my heart. I cannot take this subtlety any longer. And when everything we hold precious stands to burn, cinder because... Oh god, sorry. Because Mihala decided a dead man's words are more valuable than the lives of our people. What will it take to make her understand? Solkeep needs to fall before she opens her eyes. Just a sec. Gotta go here first. So funny to just go around like this. Get a key. A collection of papers. Stack of meeting minutes, notes, and assorted papers. For the most part, is a collection of bureaucratic effluvia, whatever that word is. I read that before. Hidden amongst the machinalia. Machinalia. I don't know these words. You're just making words up now. And footnote is a series of handwritten exchanges between Kostya and Mihala, scrawled in shorthand and dripping with excessive punctuation. The two never seem to be in agreement about anything. Mihala writes most of her entries in full sentences. Kostya, on the other hand, shows a deep love for rude sketches. Okay. Councilman Kostya, as per our conversation on the topic, we're supposed to present a united front, not whatever that was. It's come to my attention that certain parties have been intercepting my letters to Adia. While I am uncertain who might be responsible, I advise the corps to stop doing so. The method of meeting notes are not for characters, that is all. I'll fall to another several hundred years or so of working with someone more stubborn than stone. Okay, we can talk to you now. Hi.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them. Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
We believe the Silk Road has entered the Tusks. Your lives are in danger. We need your help. Your man has a debt of gratitude for warning you of danger. He didn't have to come here.
Our order has survived the threat of these lands for hundreds of years. Wardens patrol the region day and night. There's no danger in the Tusks that can catch us unawares.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
I did what was needed. I don't have to explain myself to you. This isn't your place to comment. I guess I'll say this.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
We are looking for a path to the garden. Help us put an end to the dream scourge. Given how our conversation has gone so far, I don't expect much of anything from you. I mean, honestly, that's true. Let's see how you respond to this first.
There is no dream scourge in Galloway's tusks.
Nor has there ever been.
That's incorrect. Every settlement in the living land suffers from it. It's only a matter of time. That's simply not possible.
You speak with such confidence for a person who has only just met us. It is the spirit of Nandru, our founder, that shields us. Loudly rings his name.
So it is believed, at any rate.
Your cynicism shames you, Kostya, and shames Nandru's sacred halls. When Nandru walked beneath the keep to meet the gods and disappeared into its depth, he knew what dangers would come for us. He left his wardens to protect us.
A very community a very community in on this island. Okay, that did look weird. Every other community in on this island already suffers from the dream scourge. That's weird. In on this island. Anyway, the dream scourge will come for you eventually, Nandru or not.
How can I trust an Adiran to truthfully report the state of the land beyond our borders?
These are unusual times, Mihal. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fio, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's Aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy?
Just about to the garden, and we will.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
A guy's in prison there. He spoke to me, begged me to come. I wonder how to react to that. Yeah. We determined it's the source of dream scourge. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Your garden? I do wonder where this is gonna go.
Right. Here we go.
Be silent. Have you no shame?
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. We used to be wanderers, explorers, caretakers of the island, until Nandru heard the call. of the garden. He planted Solace Keep here, in the spot where it first spoke to him, and charged his people to forever protect it from all who might threaten its peace.
More accurately, he chained us to a barren wasteland 600 years ago, and abandoned us.
He gave his life to protect us from the world. We thank him by defending the garden.
And guys in prison now. He spoke to me, begged me to come.
Nandru once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as
I
it
don't
has
think it's
spoken
Nandru.
to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does she not?
The markings on your face. I recognize them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
I'm a godlike after being in the garden. Maybe Nandru was too. Lie, I'm the reincarnation of Nandru. I don't care. How do I get to the garden? I mean, that could be. Definitely know they're not the first godlike to be like, I don't know, the prophet? Maybe? I don't know if that's the word, but you know, whatever you want to call it, of Sabadell. But, you know, that could be possible, I suppose.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and she's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The
Yeah, that
path
will be a
is
problem,
long
I guess.
gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. That is what your supposed steel garrote must be in the tusks to find, isn't it? I fear you and they will be disappointed.
If there really is no way in, why bother protecting them? Could you at least tell me where we might look? So we came here for nothing. I don't believe you.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The wardens exist to stand in your way.
Hope you're prepared to do so with steel. Won't stop searching for a way to the garden. Turn around all you like. I'm leaving. Sounds like we're making a threat, but still want to say the scout option, I guess.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you.
Well, I could probably try. We're taking on quite a lot of guys at this point and we are still alive. But I guess it's a video game logic, you know. We have like literally killed hundreds at this point. Maybe thousands. Who even knows? But yeah. Anyway, you make a mistake, and I'll respect your wishes. But I'll respect your wishes. I won't stop searching for a way to the garden. Claire menacingly.
I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the steel garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
Well. I want to get the key. I don't know what that could be. Nothing else?
Still lingering, Adiran?
We need to talk about Petro. Give her the letter. Found a letter of one of your council members wrote to Helga. No, I'll be on my way.
Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. What about him?
A pretty lie, but we both know that's not what happened. Did you imprison him, or did nature finish him off for you? Bullshit, where is he?
Pompous Adiran. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solus and go against his oath. If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe, and he will stay far away from Solus until he can be trusted again.
Imprisoning those who have different ideas than you is wrong, Mihala. You want to protect your people, even if that means going to an extreme. If Petro's still alive, I'll find him. You can't stop me.
You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiran crest.
I
Now
really
be
need to
gone. I have
stop
other work to
doing
do,
that.
and I do not need to justify myself to you of all kith.
So Petru's alive, but he's on Mihala's bad side. Honestly, dying's probably easier.
Us being a demon has not been super helpful, has it?
Still lingering, Adiran?
Well, I have a letter.
Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before, and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
So when is it gonna give me a key?
Still
Okay.
good.
Skull. Okay. No unique items, but some good stuff. I'm not complaining.
Envoy.
Nope.
I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
Want to squeeze in a few more insults on the way out? If you're about to make an apology, save it. I don't care. Raise an eyebrow quizzically. Yes? If you're going to if you're going to knife me in the back, you will need to be sneaker than that. Sometimes the scout option is a little bit too, you know, like everything's about to kill you. It's always about, you know, yeah, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like relax. I don't think that's what's happening. You know.
Knife you? God have mercy, no! I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
You disagree with her? What's going on in Solsky? She's risking lives for the sake of pride.
There are just not enough resources to go around. And it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
She did seem quite passionate, so you're two-faced coward. You still owe me an apology. You're picking your battles. This feels like a difficult situation.
She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
What do you want from me exactly? What are you angling for? I'm not interested.
The keep decays, and we drown in the rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which will revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
I'm intrigued. Assuming I can help, what will you give me in return? Trading agreements aren't in my specific wheelhouse, I'm afraid. Why haven't you? I'm not interested in solving your problems.
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Why are you telling me this? You knew about the Silk Road the whole time? You told me all I need to know. I must go. Why did you tell me how now?
I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
What about duty? No wonder you're so afraid of Mahal. You're a traitor. What then is of importance to you?
My people. Every person who is alive now, and every generation to come. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Ambassador Hilligan is a miserable man. You don't need Lumen's support. You misunderstand the Ambassador's relationship with the Inquisitor. You have nothing to offer, Edia.
It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sunday mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote? Disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
I knew you, fucking snake. So Mahal would love to hear this. You have a point. Hopefully Mahal will see it. I mean, I don't love the idea of the Silk about having the keep, to be honest. want to be that aggressive either, though. I don't know.
She already knows what I intend. And she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
You're fool to believe giving Adia a crumbling castle will protect you from them. I read that so badly. It would change you all. I wish you well, but I want nothing to do with this.
It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
That's what you think. I'll find it. You get out your opinions, and I will have mine.
And you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Inquisitor Lupin is out of control. The Steel Guard are unpredictable. They may force my hand. Therefore, it never crossed my mind to Steel Guard are my countrymen. If I did see Ludwig, she's dead. Sorry.
Of course. But need she be stopped by you? Now? In any case,
I mean, a
the
bit.
Steel Garot are at the Mount Forger mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also,
What is it? Goodbye, costume. Glare stoically. Like... The thing is, like, I don't think we can give the Steel Guard and the Inquisitor any sort of benefit. Any sort of, you know, giving them the keep. That does not feel like that's very beneficial to anyone. You'll have a way better chance of like messing stuff up, like I don't know, getting to the gun before we do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you think about the far future of everything, I feel like it would end up just being real bad, you know? Like, you know, in terms of how a game works, and then, you know, we are gonna, you know, my supposed guess is, you know, that we would have an ending that would lead us to, you know, succeed against the Steel Guard and against the Dreamskers and everything, and hey, it's a happy ending. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be that. It's probably gonna be a little bit more nuanced than what I'm saying here, but you know what I mean, like, realistically speaking, we're talking about, you know, I don't know if it's war necessarily, or but you know, something like that, like a takeover, you know, like everything that the Steel Guard have been doing, you know, you're just gonna stop, you know, because you know we're not gonna be able to just call it a day and that's it, you know. They're still gonna be around, they're still gonna be doing stuff, you know. It's gonna be a lot harder than just fixing the problems real quick like that, you know. It's not really what we're gonna be doing. Maybe we can kill an Inquisitor, you know, get her out of the way, you know, but it won't really stop anything, really, I don't think, you know. It's not that simple. But, yeah, so that is why I don't think it's a good idea to give her this, the keep. And also it would be a clusterfuck of, like, relocating people. Obviously, you know, this is not the greatest place for them right now, and it's clearly not working out for them. And I do see his point about, you know, this place being bad and, you know, D being all isolated. I understand that point of view, and if it wasn't for the fact that he was willing to give it to the Silk Road of all freaking peoples, you know what I mean? Then I would be a little bit more like, yeah, you know, that could be something, but he's pretty clear about that point, and I don't think that's what I want to be doing. Anyway, let's move on. What is it?
Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marcus, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, envoy.
Now postcode dark. It's never good. I'll go to them. I can find these living archives again. I think I can spare the time. Find out that Aaron girl posture. Yeah, we're gonna probably get there eventually.
Right, raises bile in my throat. Look in on him, please. It's all I ask.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Just come across it anyway. We can find them.
They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a
Look
Soros.
for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.
Yeah, seems to get it a lot. Well, that was interesting. Not sure we accomplished a ton, but you know, at the very least, we know where to stand.
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the council's still going at it. You know how Mihala is.
Well, sucker. Fine. Come find me when they're free. Won't be able to do anything until I talk to Mihala.
Of course, Captain. And, good luck.
Do we have anything?
So you're the outsiders my guards let you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmi. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already
He doesn't
dealing
have
with
parents.
enough.
You should know that he doesn't have parents, right? Maybe that's the point. Maybe you are insulting him. Anyway, that's some way to treat an invite yeah? What's got you so facile? Don't discuss me too harshly. I'm very persuasive.
Ha! You're an outsider, and outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep.
Well,
You
here
lot
I
are the
am.
only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this.
She did seem rather rigid. I'm the captain of the wardens. You seem pretty incompetent. Wow. Your mind's failure is my own.
You're telling me? None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
Well, I don't think that's gonna be happening. What with Mina? She's pretty pissed at you. That's one way to get promoted. What happened to him? That's odd.
Of course she is. She's in her head thinking Mihala is Petru doing something other than council work. Whatever's happening, I have to trust Petru knows what he's doing. I don't have time to think otherwise. But if you happen to hear anything from Mina, don't keep it to yourself, Adira.
We ran into Petru and Emerald Stair. What has he gotten himself into?
The captain is missing. The one in charge?
son.
Make it quick, Adiran.
Spoken Minas. He thinks Petro was doing something in the abandoned modern tower.
Fuitu! That tower's been off limits ever since the Zarrips raided it. That mean dude could be in serious danger.
I'll save him. A few subs are no match for me. I'll take it out. You know my pets would have been there. So if warned me. I'll stay clear of there.
It's more than a few, Adiran. Though I admire your courage. Good luck out there. Only the bravest wardens venture out into the primordial depths.
It's fine, we'll survive. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we are pretty much done here for now, at the very least. Thinking, should I go to a camp? Like, I don't have a lot of time in the video. I kind of want to explore a little bit, just a tiny bit, you know, since you've been stuck up inside for a little while now. I want to at least do a little bit of exploring, you know. I feel. I don't know.
What do you think it means? I think that's real fruit.
Well, that's also there. It didn't go in there, did I? Is that anything I should... I guess I should take this out? Okay, I'll take this out. Whatever this is. Savina's Mercy. Taint Confession. Dear friendly guards of Tull's Keep, I'm ready to make a confession. I confess that I used a scroll of form of the helpless beast to turn myself into a pig. Okay. Confess I accidentally followed a guard into the council chamber. Confess that when the spell wore off, my clothes were gone. Furthermore, confess that being a pig was the second greatest experience of my life, and I confess that I'm not sorry. Did you know this is the most cramped prison I've ever stayed in? Thankfully, I won't be here long. If I'm killed, if anything, instead I'm criminally underappreciated as an escape artist. Your pal, Taint Darkmaze, author of Taint's Cosmic Orb. Okay then. Thank you. Prison tower key. Hi.
Welcome to Serena's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
Yeah, let's play the things. To read. Prisoner Incident Log. This log contains neat and terse lumber, with each entry written by a different hand. Curiously, the name of the prisoner in the last incident has been entirely crossed out, rendering the name legible. Incident. Inmate Faldo claimed guards were withholding water and food. Found crumbs under bedding. Given reduced rations for a fortnight. Incident. Inmate Cresido once again refused water and soap for bathing. Claims he never needed them before. Wanted them water or inmate said threw soap at him. Inmate Rini appeared not to respond to wake-up calls or attempts to rouse her. Healer found nothing wrong. Once hid behind wall and offered food, and awoke, ate, and then pretended to sleep once more. Incident. Inmate something has spent most days acting against his imprisonment. When offered to speak to Counselor Mihala, since he bought the charges, men settled down. It has since been transferred. Warden has no plans to contact Counselor. Charred leopard tone. The dark leather binding this victim has been blackened from the kiss of fire. the gilded lettering on its spine reads, Searing Passion, or the chains of desire that feed my soul. A strand of red silk marks a page about 2/3 on the way through the book, at the beginning of a chapter. My heart was pounding in my chest as I navigated the wide streets of Queensburg. Officers of the Royal Deadfire Company rarely had reason to come to this district, but tonight I did. My only reason to ever return to this ghostly upland place was Mistress Buena. I have no idea. Or some may think of her as just another courtesan of the wild mare. They could not be further from the truth. She is a singular woman, embodying not only the pain and challenge of enduring Magman's trials, but also the satisfaction and growth that comes from successfully doing so. Time slowed to a crawl as I made the short climb up the stairs to the upper floor of the wild mare. Stealing my nerves, I approached the closed door that would lead me to Mistress Babiona. Her voice, as commanding as ever, called out from beyond the door as I knocked. You may enter. Wasting no time, I opened the door to Mrs. Babiona's chambers and stepped inside. The familiar sense of brimstone and steel by the first thing to assault my senses, followed soon after by the stifling heat. As I met her gaze, the utter contempt in her eyes made my knees tremble, and I quickly looked down to the ground. You're late. Her words hit me with an intensity of a smith's hammer striking hot metal. My mouth went instantly dry as I successfully attempted to make my excuses. I'm sorry, Rihanna. The glowing chains held loosely in her hands were snapped taut. I immediately corrected myself. Mrs. Abiana, she stood from her commanding throne, and my pathetic excuses evaporated like droplets of water on the desert's blazing sands. You will be punished. Now be a good little boy, remove your clothing, close the door, and prepare yourself for an extended visit to the stocks. Unwilling to further struggle with Mistress Rubina's already blazing ire, I bowed once and began to comply with her orders. Right.
Of a justice system answer for itself.
Do you do this every day?
Gonna come back to that in a sec. Gotta read this. Minus of Serena 2. The second. No, it's 2. We had Serena before. It's just 2, I guess. It's confusing when you do that. Whatever. Anyway, deliver spontaneously as if improvised. Okay. Listen all, we've gotten things mixed up. Too much old-fashioned talk getting in the way of what needs to get done. Too many old dwarfs fussing over too much old stone. We need no way. Look at the broken walls. Look at the barren fields. This is where old stone led us. And the tablets are shattered or stolen. But still the old dwarfs say, go back to the endless tablets and go back to their way. What way? The way is broken right in half. Pause for laughter. That's a joke. I don't know. Whatever. Now, don't we need a new way? Yeah. Stand up and be heard. Down in the mine. Do you go to your work thinking, wish I had a tablet to tell me the way? Nay, nay. When you quench the steel of the shrine, do you think to yourself, yes, I've done this as never taught me, as I read from the tablets? Nay, nay. You do your work, the way that works today. You need to go back to the world, the word before the stone. We need to turn back to the oldest word. We need to find a new way. Stand up, sing out. Now here's the way I found. Solace isn't made of stone. No, Solace isn't made of the walls of watchtowers, is it? No, Solace is made of us. We live in the hands of a dagger. We work with the hands of Abaddon. We burn in the fire of Magwin as we struggle and strive. So that stone can't lead us. No, no more that stone. Didn't Andrew say, to stay in this land we must grow our staying power? Yeah, he did say so. Now does stone grow? Does the tablet grow? Nay, 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 it does not learn, it does not grow. So from now the word of Andrew lives in us. We will learn the word, we will teach the word, and the word will live in us. No more stone, only the word, as we speak and hear it. Only the word as we teach and we learn it. Friends, I have to say it, and you'll say it with me. I know you'll agree. No more stone tablets. The word will belong to us, and we'll belong to the word. Can I hear your yeas? Cut by a thread. Cut by a third. Hit the keystone phrases harder. Give them more chances to sing out. Right.
What's an ancient key without a grimy torture chamber? Oh, God, it makes me sick.
Well, gotta have a torture chamber. It's just how it goes. Lovely. Alright, what's going on here?
Grow today, grow tomorrow. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
Maps? Is this assistant? What's this about grave goods? It's none of my business. I just come to collect his notes.
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But if you want to try, go ahead.
I admit I took a few things from Pargruna Memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them.
Expeditions have costs.
Someone is actually alive from Sansa's yeah, quest. He's always dead. So I'm a little surprised. Anyway, so you are lining your own pockets. How can you make a photographer and not value other cultures? It's not like the dead were using them.
Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the dead fire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
Alright, he's done his lesson. Let him out. So Renato, you're staying right where you are. I'm taking notes. You'll have to untangle this mess yourself. I mean, I don't think it's gonna work.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
With his survival skills, he'll be back in a week. Or dead. Did they give him a proper trial? Glover. Glover? I never know how to say that properly. I'll make sure he doesn't do it again. Suit yourself. I'm not the one who has to listen to him complain.
How dare you? I'll have you know I'm a seasoned adventurer.
Ha! Can't argue with that. This is the tusks we're talking about. You're free to go.
About
That
time.
was easy.
I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
Well then.
Go on. Either leave.
That's an experience I won't repeat.
Doesn't look like a great place to. I mean, it's a prison, but you know, even for a prison, this is pretty bad. Okay then. Well, I guess that's the episode. Yeah, I mean, again, it's quite a long conversation we had there, huh? But that's how it goes sometimes. But, well, we are done with Housekeeper for now. And, you know, we're ready to keep exploring, you know. So it's not over here actually. Like, this is where I pointed us before, interestingly enough. So if I had went there, I suppose that means that yeah, it's not actually where the garden is. Which is interesting. Kinda wanna go back and see what's there now because of that. Gonna place a marker there so I can remember that for next time. Cause yeah, now I'm actually kinda curious what actually was there. Yeah. Godless tower perched along the southeastern cliffs. I wonder what they would have said. What would have happened there? Interesting. Well, anyway, I didn't do that because I went to Solsky first, and you know, decided that was what I should do first this time around. There's no real logic to what I do sometimes. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, but next time I guess I'll go back there, and you know, after that I will explore here. This is a surprisingly bigger area again than I thought it was gonna be, you know? I thought we were mostly gonna be done, but look at all this. Like, this is, you know, it's a whole area here. This is like, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, that's the episode. See you next time.